and they're already up to 68% on it as well. Birdring on high. Watching the angles, gonna get dove immediately. I do like the aggression here. Both tanks, in fact. Cool Matt diving him as well, trying to really get in his face, but that visor's gonna come out. D-Mech and the kill on Cool Matt as the follow-up as well. Hagafun helping out, but very solid defense set up here for London Spitfire to kick things off. And they've got the EMP ready for the next fight. Long enough to get that ult in play, waiting instead for the perfect engagement. He's gonna decide to silence the tanks. That should end this fight once again here for Houston Outlaws. They'll get cleaned up without those beefy targets there to absorb damage for him.
Back in, another hack there.
Obviously, when he's just trying to bat people around like baseballs, and he is on top of it. Linkster looking in for the dash as well. He's got the Dragon Blade for the hack, and they're not going to find anything out of it to start. It's Boink instead who will finally get the kill on Gesture. Perhaps the opening here for Houston Outlaws, except that Birdring still in the fight with that tack visor. One kill, nearly a second. Doesn't get the reload in time.
Still not over yet. Fighting on the point continues. Clockwork able to take down Prophet, which is a necessary kill for them, and they will finally be able to evict London from this point. Just D.Va stalling out now, maybe buys a little time, but the walk in reinforcement time for the defense is so long here that they're actually just waiting. No, they waited way too long. They probably should have ended killing that D.Va. Both tanks are going to come back in. London doesn't want to give it up. London doesn't give anything up for free, and Houston needs to know this.
Yeah, they're getting right into this fight. We already have Hagafun back into it as well. He's at 70% on the EMP. That might be an opening here for him, but he is going to get spotted out by the Moira. Might force him into the back line. Going to make it a little bit more tricky for him at least, and eventually he will fall. And so London Spitfire will get cleaned up, and we will have the first point picked up here for Houston Outlaws.
He's going to be on the Ana, which can completely negate the Transcendence with just a Bionade.
Exactly right, denying that healing, the AoE, and so just trying to get in here. We have, again, Lucio speed boosting his teammates, allowing them that mobility. Links are shredding one, shredding two, doing the damage right now. Even could find a third here as the Sound Barrier gets committed to this fight. Houston Outlaws not holding back.
They're all in with this barrier. Closer does have his Sound Barrier about to come up too. It should be enough for them to stall out. Muma gets another kill. London just needs 1 or 2 kills to be able to evict. They're gonna have the Sound Barrier Desperation. Blade comes out as well.
Holy hell, can he find a target? Now Birdring is getting batted around, and Muma will find the kill on him. Might be the turning point here for Houston Outlaws. Still 6 players alive here for them and healthy. Cool Matt dancing on the edge, but he's got self-destructs to remake if he needs it, and they are making tremendous progress. It is done. Houston Outlaws nearly get shut out on the first point and then get the cap on the second in the end. Able to get topped up here with his teammates trying to collapse on Muma there. Muma dancing on the edge. He will get caught. And Prophet with the pulse bomb. If you group up too much, you can see the opportunity here right on the edge. Not going to find a kill. Clockwork instead is the one to deliver big with the kill on closer.
Clockwork gets a huge kill there, but Bonnie is out of mech. It is only Clockwork and a Boink alive. Boink gonna try to come in, but at this point is absolutely over. That is how you play against a Sombra. You take away that room. It's our room now. You guys can come in and get your packs if you want, but you're gonna have to go through pulse bombs. You're gonna have to go through tanks to deal with it. When you saw Sombra come into the Volskaya meta, everyone went right side. You bully in right side, and if that's small room on right, or stairs to the back, or up top on the right, it all revolves around these pack rooms and making the team uncomfortable to play around them. And if
so yet again with the Dragon Blade, looking.
A couple of very early kills. That is a Sound Barrier that comes down from the Houston Outlaws. Maybe enough. 1 kill can sometimes be enough, but Clockwork's got to stay alive here, and he knows he's in trouble. Gonna back out, wait for his team, so they can actually have a decent contest, but it has been all blue.
Yeah, and the self-destruct as well, right in the open. Muma getting body blocked, and he's gonna go up in smoke. Clockwork is dancing right on the edge, but Prophet is here to challenge him, and Birdring just gonna clear the side as well with the Death Blossom. Clockwork taking advantage of that, the easy target there, but he will get caught. And so far now just trickling in. Houston Outlaws 1 at a time, desperate to buy it, desperate to defend. Muma gets into the site just in time as well to keep their hopes alive, but it will not happen in the end. Cool Matt boosted in, trying to close the gap, but it wasn't meant to be. Tied up 2-2. But we will have the EMP coming in. Linkster, however, the EMP goes off before he can get the kill, so that's something to consider. There is a chance here for the London Spitfire to turn things around as they go charging in as a unit. Falk is out as well here. Boink on high, trying to get the heals out there to keep his teammates alive, and will get the res off on Bounty into Chaos as well. And it's looking very good here for Houston Outlaws. They've succeeded in picking up a few of the kills, and again, that res so far away.
Everyone on Houston just used their ultimates. That's what they did the first time around. That's what they're going to do the second time around.
Doesn't seem like he wants to commit it onto Wuhial unless he can get the job done the manual way here, just point blank. Sound Barrier out though. Gonna give a little bit bonus healing here, bonus barrier to his teammates. That is Closer trying to keep him in this, and he will do a fantastic job. It's nothing but blue in the kill feed. And London Spitfire, as the overtime wick burns, they will hold. 3 points picked up here for the Houston Outlaws. You're right, that flash combo, there's no translocating if you're dead. And already murdering, you can see him just plinking away, doing the damage here, and they are definitely going to get a very quick take here on this first point, unless something big can happen. Lynx are always capable of delivering, but he only gets the 1 kill, and Clockwork, not long for this world either.
Just going to buy a little bit of time. There's only a few heroes that are just solid Sombra counters. Because her translocate gets her out of any situation. She really shouldn't be dying to anyone who doesn't have a stun.
Waiting here for Prophet to make the play, but Prophet going to miss his pulse bomb. Looking for that backline flank, and now it's Birdring, gonna be able to get out of here, but the EMP goes off. Bonnie able to get it fast enough. Birdring, however, point blank, gonna put the shotties to use. 2 big kills here for London Spitfire with the self-destruct going down, trying to get something out of it, Cool Matt, but it's not gonna happen.
It's a beautiful adjustment by Hago there to hear the Sombra coming and pop his Transcendence before he gets hacked. It's an adjustment that top-level Zenyatas have made over the last Sombra meta years, and he crushed it there by keeping his team alive post-hack. Beautiful play from the Zenyatta player will lead to London Spitfire taking Moskaya.
There you go. Into the big damage, and Jake is there to capitalize. Jester dropping low, and Jake there to finish the kill. Playing the angle as well, will get topped up, and he will certainly get back into the fight soon enough here as Boink will find the kill on Birdring, and London Spitfire about to get landed. They are expelled from the point.
It's an enormous first kill because of who it was. I mean, that's Gesture, who's been the raid boss for this London Spitfire team. As good, it's one of the great counters to Tactical Visor. London's got to go in again. Barrier out.
Whoa, leaving it out the self-destruct in the open as well. Interesting, was kind of keeping an eye here on when Cool Matt would decide to use that, if he was going to use it on the side or not. Closer, hanging in there, but he will eventually get killed. Momo there to stomp him into the ground. Primal Rage a-flowing.
If I told you they used Sound Barrier and Dragonblade that fight, would you believe me?
Maybe.
They got nothing done with it. It did absolutely nothing. Prophet gets Sound Barrier and then just goes into the corner and listens to his own iPod, apparently. Comes back, doesn't have a blade going. They got absolutely nothing, and now they have no tools to work with going forward. This map is all but over in favor of Houston.
Listen, oh, they will get a touch on the point. The wick is burning. Gesture will get caught, but he touches the point again. That's not going to be enough, though. Nobody can get in here quick enough to stop it from taking over into Houston Outlaws' favor. And Houston Outlaws, with the game plan, they stick to it and they get the damage done. Listen, this fight, this initial one, it is so crucial here for London Spitfire, considering how the first point went. They want to get started strong here.
That kill on Linkster's enormous. He had Barrage up, and I think he was about to shut down that little party closet in there and rain death from above. But the late kill from Prophet onto a hovering Linkster prevents that timeline from occurring.
Once again, charging into the thick of it, and here we go. Linkster with the dash will start things off. Linkster with 2 kills, in fact. The Finn is turning it around here, perhaps for the Houston Outlaws. This might be it. Their chance to start making some progress here on this point. The kills keep rolling in, and London Spitfire will get overwhelmed in the end. So Houston Outlaws, they got the horns out. They're not going down without a fight.
On the chase.
Yeah, you can see Boink doing the best that he can here. Lucio's, man, they are slippery. But eventually they will be able to get him down, and Hagopun will be the one to find that kill. Linkster in the corner. What was that? Deciding to go for the hero blade in the end.
Super patient play there from London, though. I mean, all that time, Houston was in control of the point, but they didn't rush to the point. They didn't sit where they were supposed to be, because they wanted to finish up kills and make sure that the point hold is going to be easier the next time around.
Oh, moment of silence, that pisses him off. He's gonna get in here and start punching people. So he's alive on it, keeping Houston Outlaws' hopes alive to try and tie things up as Linkster is looking to connect fist to face, but he's gonna get caught by Wuhyal. And overtime now in effect here for London Spitfire. They are on the edge of tying it up 1-1 on this second map. Cool Matt gonna be gone. And who else is here to try and delay things further? It is not gonna happen. Boink can't make it there in time.
He's going to have the shield advantage. Jake's going to be cracking shields. Beyond that, Houston is running in Orisa with Muma, and they've got Cool Matt as well. So he's going to have a better shield overall and not quite the same pressure on it as Gesture's shield is. That out of Boink.
So, oh, they do get it. Muma holds it off the side, but then Muma gets Gesture as well. They've traded Orisas over the edge into the abyss. And well, they managed to get the job done in the meantime. Houston Outlaws collecting kills despite the fact that they don't have their 4-horsed tanks, their 4-legged horse tank, whatever. again. There's the halt. This is getting kind of silly. That was the big one. Y'all is out of it. And so there is a man advantage. The supercharger gets canceled out immediately by Prophet. Prophet doing work right now. Wins the duel versus Jake. Again, you're right. And Cool Matt commits the self-destruct and even gets the fadeaway shot onto Prophet. There we go. Houston Outlaws will be picking up the second map, tying up this series 1-1. See if he can find any of those shots to start things off here. As the scatter arrow goes through, a little bit of damage done. He's going to get some eyes on the defense here, just hoping for somebody to come back around that corner, and eventually, no, just barely misses that shot.
Well, it works so well in combination because you have to hide inside and around corners and small spaces to be away from this Hanzo. So he's not just picking you out, but then you have to worry about scatter arrow. More importantly, you have to worry about Jake just throwing bombs in there. Houston simply walks onto the point, gets a couple kills, and that's it. They just take first point just like that, easy peasy.
So much damage can get cranked out by him now. And he just doesn't hesitate, goes straight for the grab. They want to commit to this fight here, Houston Outlaws, so let's see if they can actually make it work. They do have quite a few kills going their way, and it looks like they will win it thanks to the grab.
Pops the grab and doesn't even need to combo it. That means they're going to have a lot of pieces to work with after the fact. And what Spree did was focus down on the tanks there. We've seen London. The strength of this team is in their tank play. He saw Gesture and Fury.
Oh, and there we go. The Dragon Blade is out. Prophet! He's going to get hunted down! Barely missing that shot. There's the scatter point blank. Not going to find the kill. Prophet, however, will get pestered out of it. Not going to be able to find anything with that Dragon Blade. They continue to make progress here. They need this challenge on the point. They will. Fury commits to self-destruct, hoping to cause some chaos, but the Dragons are going to go intertwining their way through. No kills because of the trance, but they're still hanging in this fight, London, although this could end. Can they get anybody here to challenge? Not in time. Kind of dancing around, although it looks like he wants to try and get in position to capitalize on this. Not going to connect. So close. And Hagafun still alive here on the high ground, rotated around. They are making progress now, London Spitfire, on this first point. It's going to be on Houston here to commit to this fight, to start contesting on this point. Prophet still alive in the sky, eventually connects a rocket with Linkster, gets the follow-up on Spray, and this should certainly be it. Jake, nothing he can do to stop him.
Yeah, Hago got himself in a really cool position there. They knew he was up there. They sent a fire strike after him, but there was really no one else to be able to rotate up there unless you send Jake up there on the junk.
He's got that barrage ready. Could decide to commit it. He knows that they're alive in the back line, looking for it. Point blank, surprise! Can he get the follow-up? He's looking for it, and eventually a punch to the face will do the trick, and Prophet with both kills on the back line here for the Houston Outlaws. They will eventually start to make some progress. Jake, there we go. Goes down to Prophet. I mean, Prophet right now just reigns supreme. 6 final blows. They were aware there that Momo was in the back line as well. Tackvisor will get popped, and there we go. Barrage point blank kills himself. We probably get C-Mech, but that doesn't matter. The self-destruct was there, and so the remech will happen. This is all over the place, though. Kills abound, back and forth. Gesture still with the primal, decides to pop it immediately. Just looking to stay alive here. Continue to keep hopes alive for his team on this point. He is definitely a beefy target, but he decides to back off, and they will get the reset that they were looking for here, Houston. So seconds left on the clock here for them to push it to the second point.
That's a huge kill to take Boom down. It's Spree down as well. There is no big bodies left on this point. London should be able to walk it in.
And with 30 seconds left, there it is, the pulse committed by Birdring. Fair enough, it's Tracer, he'll be able to get one back soon. And well, they just in the nick of time before it even goes over to overtime, managed to push it to the second. Quick burning, and they cannot afford to leave it. Gesture has to stay alive on this payload, drops his shield to just buy a little bit more time, but boink, he is wary. He's not gonna get caught off guard. No backcapping here. He's gonna stay alive and keep the contest going for his team, but pretty much he is gonna be the last one here. Can they actually get in here to stop this? It doesn't look like it. Houston Outlaws on the edge. The last second blink in from Jake, but he recalls out, and that will be it. London Spitfire will succeed in pushing it to the third point, tying it up 3-3. Dancing back there, getting healed up, and Fury gets, well, hooked right into oblivion. Gonna be dancing on this point, trying to keep it in this one tick necessary here for Houston Outlaws, and all they have to do is keep it tight, keep it close. They're getting the kills, and it feels like it's just a matter of time here for Houston Outlaws to get the job done. Prophet goes for the blade, then has to leave the point and gets obliterated by Muma. Surely this is it, and yes, Houston Outlaws will collect their win and go up 2-1 in this series versus the London Spitfire.
Here he can find much better angles, trying to go up the spire, unable to do that just as much, but now Rock has done a great job of self-defense this entire series.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the better Zenyatas out there, connecting orbs with face and making sure that you're not going to get the flank on him. Cool, that is not what Fury wants to see when he walks through that doorway. Diva, like mini Diva, meet Mech Diva.
Absolutely crush that first push. Now the question is, in London style, will they come back here and try to fight again? They do not like giving up points for free. This is a great fight for London. This is absolutely what they wanted. That was a little questionable though, and it does not work out at all. It was a great fight because they didn't have to use EMP. They didn't have to use ultimates to win that fight. They'd gotten Valkyrie out of the mix as well. Muma had been down in that fight, and then they doubled down after it, throw ults into it, and still get nothing, and now Houston's turning it around.
This is all over the place. The stick as well, Fury, no mech. And well, yeah, Jake not even gonna bother.
Available for either side of the mix. And now it's going to be some vanilla Overwatch here. No huge ultimates to really look out for. Just going to be who can play mechanically better around this card.
Yeah, well, Jake doing his job. Oh, his post bomb. No, doesn't. No, yeah, it does get eaten up there in the end by Fury. And so for now, it is going to be the trickle effect here. Jake just trying to stay alive, keep the fight going. Muma is there to back him up, but Muma's a big target. He won't be around for long. Overtime Wick is nearly halfway there before Cool Matt can boost his way on to that point, but this is pretty much going to be it, as there's nobody alive here for Houston to get into this fast enough. The London Spitfire now with the hard shutdown. Oh, no, wait.
Does not get the finish there. Self-destruct now out of the mix, though. Jake has also gone down to Jester, who's been 1v3ing this front line. Actually gets some help from his Diva there towards the end, and now all the pieces falling for Houston. London continues to push forward. There's a nice Valkyrie during that fight from London Spitfire. They may not have noticed because we're not expecting too many Valkyries, but there it is. Prophet's going to stagger Muma, who's been the big issue. Honestly, this matchup has been great if you're a fan of Winston. Both Jester and Muma have been dominant players.
Both of them excellent Winstons, no doubt. Well, now we're going to get to see Bird Ring. When does Deadeye work in the end? If they lose focus for an instant here, Houston, they could pay in a big way.
They know where he is, though. I think they got spotted out by... There it is, right there, by Linkser early on. He's able to take him down. Here's going to be the Deadeye, but bopped around, gets nothing.
Nicely done. Quick reactions there from Cool Matt and Muma both. So Gesture will be able to trade it, at least taking down Boink in that mix, but London Spitfire now running into that defense.
Yeah, somewhat questionable EMP there. I mean, it charges up really fast, so it's more forgiving than anything else. But they were already leaving. They were on their way out when he EMP'd. They were unable to capitalize on those kills there. Now, the swing comes through. Birdrig and Matt go down.
That's a big deal. You guys can see the rectangle not too far away here. London Spitfire now, a lot of pressure on the DPS here for Houston Outlaws to come up with some kind of big play. They need to find a target that can start swinging this their way. Linkser, he's got Tac Visor. That could definitely help. There's the sound barrier as well. Thrown down by Boink. And so Linkser on the hunt for targets, but he's getting body blocked, not quite connecting with anything at all, and so he is certainly not long for this world. Gets caught by Prophet. Houston Outlaws, however, still putting up the fight on the payload itself, but London Spitfire sticking together, getting that cleave damage in, and Fury right now just going to town.
There's no bodies on the point to be able to soak any of this damage, and Gesture will clean it all up with the Tesla cannon. We're going to a map number 5. Continues 93% and counting up for Houston, and still London yet to really get any sort of traction here. Birdring, it just seems to be fighting a futile battle. Will finally get a couple kills. Raucous, Matt, Muma down. Maybe London can finally take control of this point at 99%.
Yeah, Boink is gonna be, whoa, never mind. Turns around and gets the kill on Prophet. I like it.
That's how you get tinnitus. Right in the dome. Please listen to your music at a reason.
Out of the way of that self-destruct, and they will be able to flip this, Houston, unless who is here to contest? Nobody, and so the overtime, it's taken away, it's burning quick, and London just barely get in the nick of time to keep themselves alive in this fight.
Matt takes down Burger. They are able to get the Transcend there. That was actually the kill that Jake had to get, but he was unable to get there before the Transcend was popped. Still desperation time for London as they need to get kills to be able to turn this around. But this Houston team sticking so close together. Revenge for Hago. It takes down Jake. Might be the opening they need.
That's big. That's a lot of DPS loss here for Houston. We've got an angry monkey jumping around. That's not exactly what you want. Although, if they leave this point for even a split second, you saw it. They just narrowly avoided losing this map here, London Spitfire. That was far too close. Linkser with the Dragon Blade now, hunting for the squishies. Doesn't matter, he'll go for a monkey too. Gets one kill on Gesture, looking for the follow-up, and eventually the Shurikens will do. Fantastic. Sorry, I thought Fury was about to get knocked off the side there for a second, but he had boosters up to get back into it.
No, that's fine. I'm speechless anyway, because London gets the first kill, then they give up the point for free. I do not understand how that happens consistently.
That is tough. London, they really need to get in here and stop letting Houston get this free progress. And well, they are very close. Lynx are still in this though. That biotic field keeping them in the fight, and they, oh yeah! There we go, style points for Lynxer. Point blank Helix on a closer.
My tactical visor is charged.
Does a great job of just pushing back. Tactical visor. Technical visor comes out for murdering on the other side now as well. They transcend to get their way through it. Now everyone's smashing support ults.
Wow, that trance getting in there just in time to keep Fury in that mech. That is big. Cool Mac gonna go for the self-destruct, but murdering will find the kill first. And this is just back and forth now, pure chaos. MoMA and Jake trying to do the best that they can here to keep it alive for their teams, 83% and counting. But London Spitfire will finally succeed in flipping the point their way, and Jake will get caught by Prophet.
Unable to get himself off the edge there, but they are one fight away.
Time to work with. They are going to wait just long enough for everybody to group up together. Muma gonna get in there to be able to contest that point immediately and leaps into the fray. Prophet with the recall, so he's a little bit less of a threat until that comes off cooldown here. The self-destruct getting used on the point, and somehow Cool Matt will find the kill on Fury, but Gesture is there to trade versus Raucus.
Gestures in here is trying to bat people around and off the cliff, trying to set himself up for knocking people off. Jake is able to take down Hago. Birdring now out of this fight as well, courtesy of Jake. Prophet gets a late kill on Linkser, but not going to be enough. Houston has knocked London Spitfire off of Ilios here so far. Going to be very difficult for London to even get back. The first to respawn was Hago. He's slow as heck, 95%. And I'm not even sure they're going to get the touch. Fury's going to go in. That's just a touch. He's going to die immediately.
Yeah, and Gesture should be back with the leap. With the jump pack, he is dancing on it. You will have Prophet in there as well. The recall has been forced. Trance is in. Hagopen, he's going to ferry them onto the point now, trying to keep them alive as Muma goes to work with this mitts, just feeding them into the wall. Self-destruct is there to create even more space here for Houston Outlaws. Just read the chaos. And there it is. The stick from Prophet will remove Linkser. A lot of DPS lost, but it might be too much here. Too much for London Spitfire to handle. They're strafing right and left, just trying to keep their plane in the air.
They've got bodies back in here. Hago does follow. It's all their healing down. Fury will follow soon after. And though they got a couple of kills in the kill feed, the avalanche of white comes in for the Houston Outlaws. They will take down the London Spitfire. Revenge to open up stage 2.